One of the things that I liked to do most as a little kid was to go to the library. I was a little bit bookish. Every week my mom would take us to the library that was right across from our house, about a block away, and we would load up a wagon full of books, and we would go through it in the week, and then go back to the library and bring back another wagon full of books. And one of the things that I was most proud of was the time when I was old enough to get my own library card. This is one for the Marathon County Library, but I had one for the Milwaukee County Library, and I was so proud because on the back of it, my name was written. And they had my name written down on file. I could check out whatever books I wanted. I had the joy of growing in all kinds of different knowledge. Maybe some of you are that way. You like school. You like to learn anything and everything. That's amazing. But maybe some of you are saying, okay, I don't really care about having a library card. I'd much rather run around and play. Well, maybe your family has a membership, let's say, at the YMCA. And at the YMCA, you could do all kinds of things. You could play pickleball, you could play badminton, you could play basketball, you could even go swimming. You could do all kinds of awesome things with family events and kids events. All because why? Your family's name is written down in your membership. Maybe even you watched as your parent scans you in and it beeps as you go in, right? Awesome things that you would get access to because they have your name. Well, Jesus tells us that we ought to rejoice because our names are written somewhere. Our names are written in heaven. But what does Jesus mean when he says our names are written in heaven? Does that mean God has an actual giant big book with actual names written down in all of them? That's not quite what it's talking about. What Jesus is saying is this. Because of everything that he did for us to bring us into his kingdom and make sure that heaven is ours, he knows each and every single one of us by name. We need to have him know who we are, and we come to know who he is through faith. And so when we believe in him, when we understand that Jesus lived and did everything good for us every day to forgive us, when we know and believe Jesus died on that cross to make us his own, when we know and believe that he came back and now gives heaven to us, we not only have all of the joy to know his great love for us now, we also know that we'll go on and live forever. We have a home that's waiting for us better than any home that your parents have put you in. The best kind of home you could ever dream of. And Jesus is preparing it for you now. Why? Because you believe in him. And because your names are written in heaven. So every single day, whether good things happen or bad, we can rejoice like Jesus says. Because our names are written there. And he knows each and every one of us by our name. Amen. You guys can go be seated.